Hi guys. Tammy and I actually got out and washed the rig the other day. Oh man, it was filthy, I gotta tell you. It took us quite a while, but we got out and washed the whole thing. And with traveling, the nose on all of these RVs really take a beating. But there's several rock chips in it, but at least all the dirt's off of it. So, looking pretty good. Took us a while to get done, but hey, and you guys will be really happy to know that I got some of those cat whisker things that muffle the microphones, so if there's a lot of wind, you get the blowing wind noise in the videos. Anyway, I got some of them cat whiskers and I put it on my iPhone, and I think it's going to get rid of all the wind blowing noise in our videos. So you'll all be happy to know that. Just letting you know what's going on, you know. Yeah, we moved up to LaGrange, Texas, which is near Austin in south central Texas. And like I said, we're here to get our doctor's appointments done, our annual physicals and all that kind of stuff done. And so Galveston was great. We miss it, but we're back up here in Austin, or near Austin. So we're gonna run up to Austin today. A couple of places that we really like to go, like Central Market. May even stop by a Rudy's Barbecue or someplace, get lunch up there. So yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of things today and give you an update and let you know what these wacky old people are up to. Trying out my new cat whiskers to make sure that there's no wind noise. Anyway, Tammy and I are going to our favorite donut shop here in LaGrange. Big, huge Long John's, chocolate Long John's. Yeah, isn't that right? So anyway, our favorite donut shop. So we're gonna get some breakfast and we'll get back with you. Hello everyone. Welcome back to TNS RV Adventures. Tammy and I have moved from Galveston up towards Austin, and we're staying in LaGrange. So we're headed up to Austin today. We're gonna make a Costco run. Oh, we're gonna go by Central Market, maybe eat some lunch up there, and get some running around done. Right now we're on Highway 71, westbound up towards Austin, and we've noticed that along the road the bluebonnets are popping out, which is the state flower of Texas. They haven't got a lot of rain up here, so bluebonnets aren't as thick as what they usually are. Right now there's not any along the road. There's some Indian paintbrush and some other stuff, but wildflowers is a big deal in the Texas Hill Country anyway. So we're headed up to Austin. Like I said, this is Highway 71, which runs from Interstate 10 all the way up to Austin, and then goes west towards Llano, Fredericksburg, Mason, that area. The speed limit along here is 75 miles an hour. And Texas takes full advantage of their speed. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, like I say, we're in LaGrange, Colorado River RV Resort. Hey, and I actually got to drown some worms yesterday. We checked in, and I got my old tackle box out, my fishing pole, and went fishing in the lower Colorado River. And so drowned a couple of worms, got a couple of small fish, lost a big strike from a big bass. But so I just renewed my fishing license, and I'm going to go down to the river all this month and a half while we're here, and maybe I can catch one that I can keep. Largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, the minimum limit is in size is 14 inches, so pretty good size. So anyway, I got some fishing already done. We washed the rig the other day, which was a major chore. Today it's supposed to be in the 90s already. It's only spring and it's hitting 90s, so we got the rig done early. We're going to head up to Austin, like I said, Costco and Central Market and a couple other places. We got to go by Central Market and get some of their cupcakes. I'm telling you, it's just good stuff. So, come along with us as we trek around north central, south Texas. Right, Tammy?
It's a big state.
Big state, you betcha. So, hang in there with us. We're gonna show you a couple of things and our old haunts where we go. Oh, there's a truck pulling out. So hang in there with us as we fight the Austin traffic.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin, right. See you later. We're just coming up to the Burdall's pecan farm, or pecan, wherever you're from in the country. Pecan. There's a squirrel here on the side of the road that everybody has to stop and take the picture with.
Miss Pearl.
Miss Pearl. But it's a really nice place. Really, a lot of people around Christmas time stop there. They even have a vending machine outside for pecan pie. Kind of strange, but that's the Burdall Ranch Farm. We've seen their merchandise all around Texas when we've been shopping, so it's a kind of a famous place.
Well, Buc-ee's carries their pecans.
Yeah, Buc-ee's carries their stuff. So thought we'd show you the pecan Burdall Farm. The Austin skyline in the distance.
Kind of easy.
We just passed Austin Bergstrom International Airport. It's called Austin Bergstrom because it used to be Bergstrom Air Force Base, and the city kind of took it over once they closed the Air Force Base. Tammy and I were just talking. They've increased the size of the international airport several times since we initially, moved down here. And it's getting bigger. Seems like every time we go by it. So, one thing in Texas that everybody recognizes when they drive through Texas, especially the big cities, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, is the flyovers. And it's the elevated roadways. And in Houston, I mean, they are really high. I mean, some of them are like 4 layers high. And hello, Amanda. Our daughter-in-law doesn't like those flyovers, and I gotta say, there's a lot of people that don't like them. I mean, they're really high.
I'm getting to the point that if I'm not driving, my eyes are closed sometimes.
I mean, the one in Houston is just, I mean, you look down when you're on the 4th level up, and the cars are small. But that's Texas. They build things bigger, right? Everything's bigger in Texas.
They like their flyovers.
Oh, they love their flyovers. But hey, it keeps traffic moving.
Usually.
But you'll see one coming up here that's actually, it's only a couple layers high, but
That may be 3. No.
it's something. I mean, we're coming up to Interstate 35, which is one of the major thoroughfares through Central Texas, which everybody avoids that knows anything about Interstate 35. Part of it is elevated. It's 2 levels. And they always have wrecks. And of course, people drive way too fast here in Texas, but yeah, Austin traffic, and you can see we're getting into Austin because the traffic's getting thicker. But it seems like when we lived up here, you know, Tammy, it didn't seem like much of a deal, but
No.
you're gone for a while and you come back and
Well, it's grown so much more, even just the 4 years, 5 years we've been away. A whole lot more than 20 years ago when we first moved here.
And Tammy used to drive this 1-ton dually downtown when she worked at the hospital. So,
My daily driver.
yeah, Road Gator. The bigger cities in Texas, I mean, there's a lot of traffic, a lot of these flyovers, and you gotta really pay attention to traffic. I mean, its speed limit right here in this section is 70 miles an hour. Now, a lot of states, you'd never see that. But like we were talking about earlier, Texans love their speed, and they're always driving about 10 miles an hour above the speed limit. But you can see some of these flyovers here. This is just the interchange with Interstate 35.
Yeah, at one point there you got 4 layers. 3 layers.
It's quite something. One thing that you'll never forget driving through Texas, I'll tell you. But anyway, we're getting kind of close to Central Market and Costco and that area, and we're gonna have to really be watching traffic. So we'll check back with you just a little bit later. Well, now Tammy and I are inside Costco, and a lot of RVers do have a freezer in their RVs, and so they come to places like Costco and buy a lot of meat and stuff, and then they keep it in their little freezers in their RV. Our cooler that we keep in the truck is also a freezer. You can turn it down real low. And so we don't use our Costco card as often as we used to, but we do use it in the area. Oh, Tammy's looking at clothes.
It was really interesting. Like some of the meat was just
So we're gonna get some extra meat and stuff, and then we're gonna keep it in the freezer in our RV, but in our cooler. So we get some exercise too. We left Costco a little while ago. We just had lunch at Culver's. Had their pork tenderloin. Tammy said that was the cheapest lunch we've had in a long time.
Less than $20.
Yeah. We were debating on getting a hamburger at Culver's. It was 6 pounds. But Tammy and I got discussing it with the quality of hamburger that we've been seeing at grocery stores. And we really like the Kirkland brand of stuff. When we had our sticks and bricks, we always used to come in to Costco and load up on meat. And then it would last us for a long time. But we like smash burgers, spaghetti, meatloaf. You know, we fix it's a spaghetti-like thing, but with big pasta shells and lots of cheese. And so we figured we could use 6 pounds of hamburger. Eventually, it's just storing it. So some we're going to make into smash burgers, round little balls, but we can keep this cooler back here, which is also refrigerator freezer, right? We can turn it way down. And so we got bacon. We always like Kirkland's bacon. And we got some butter. So we debated a long time about the hamburger, but we ended up buying it. I think it's going to work out.
Yeah, I do too.
So we'll be cooking out more since it's really nice outside, and we've got the Blackstone electric griddle. We can make smash burgers outside, so I think it'll work out.
Yeah, I do too. It's cheaper than other meats.
Yeah. We just don't like the quality of the hamburger at the grocery stores, and especially at Walmart. But so now we're after lunch. We're going to stop by Central Market on the way back to the campground.
Get your coffee.
Yes, I like fresh ground coffee in the morning. So Central Market has whole bean coffee, Guatemala Antigua, that I like. And I fresh grind it every morning. And you just can't beat fresh ground coffee in the morning. To me, anyway. Tammy likes her frou-frou coffee. I mean, you know.
The Keurig pods.
Caramel, macchiato, whatchamacallit stuff. So anyway. We're going to go to Central Market. See if they got my coffee. We'll go to the bakery. For those of you who don't know, Central Market, it's huge. And if you're familiar with like a Jungle Jim's, it's kind of like that. They've got food there from all over the world. And they got, a deli. They've got all kinds of breads in the bakery. And it's just incredible. Food from all over the world. They've got hot food already made. Lots of people stop by there every day to get their hot food for supper. So it's a huge place. But I like their coffee beans. So anyway, we're headed to Central Market. Ready to go, Tammy?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Here's the seafood market, or the seafood market. I'm going to show you the seafood counter here at Central Market. But I'm making my way to the coffee area. You can see they've got all kinds of coffee back here. They've got big barrels of coffee up here. So I'm going to see if they've got Guatemala. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Breakfast, blend, espresso, French, house, Mexico, Tanzania, Panama, Colombia, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Brazil, Peru. And here in the barrel, house blend, breakfast, espresso. So we got to go back here too.
Yeah, we just wiped out the whole thing.
Another one?
Okay, back here. Okay. Whoop. Let's see. Oh, this is coffee as well. Guatemala, Mexico, Colombia. Double French. Guatemala, Ethiopia. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so that's the brand for the roast that I want. As she was saying, they changed the name of it and the new label, so they've got some down here too. I couldn't pronounce that word if I had to, but anyway, that's what I wanted. Yeah, like I was saying, they do all the in-house roasting here, and so all of this is coffee. All the way down this counter, it's all different kinds of coffee, roasted differently, and then of course the big barrels that we're showing you out front. And some coffee back over here too. All of that is candies, and there's over there is all kinds of oats and powders and stuff. This is kind of like oatmeal, raisins, dates, prunes. But this market is just really, really unbelievable. There's pecans there. Amaretto frosted pecans. I bet that's good. Peanuts, all kinds of nuts. Nuts for the nuts. Anyway, you can bag your own, or they've got pre-mixed bags. If you got a coffee grinder, which we do, see here's more coffee here. But man, oh man, oh man, I'm telling you, we love it here. And there's all the barrels again. I'm going to take it down and show you the seafood. I'll be right back. Tammy won't set foot near the seafood. She can't stand the smell. And take a look at the size of that lobster in there. This is the seafood counter. They'll bag it up in ice for you, so and ice it down so you can get it home in good condition. Sea bass, striped bass, smelt, lemon, herb, peppers, rough snapper. That's good. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at the seafood counter. Over here is like an old-fashioned butcher counter. All of this is meat. All the way down. So anyway, I just love the seafood counter, but like I say, Tammy won't come into this area. She can't stand the smell. I gotta tell you, I just love their seafood counter. I got some redfish and some jumbo lump crab meat, and I'm going to grill it. But all that seafood, they even got octopus down there, and all kinds of clams and oysters, and it's just phenomenal. I love this place. And of course, here's the meat counter just on the other side of it. Pork, chicken, beef, everything you could think of. So now I'm gonna go catch up with Tammy. Well, I love them lobsters. I'm gonna make a big steam pot for some friends of ours too. Want to get back to the RV sometime this week. But anyway, Tammy's waiting for me. She can't stand the smell. Yeah, Gulf red shrimp, redfish, just like I get the Fisherman's Wharf. So, anyway, now we're going to head towards the bakery. I didn't have any, I just had snow crab and king crab. I didn't have any Dungeness crab. Lots of shrimp though. So when I get ready to fix that steam pot for everybody, then I'll just go maybe to the H-E-B in Bastrop, see what kind of seafood they got, instead of coming all the way up here. But okay, here's the bakery. Boy, the smell in here from this fresh baked bread is just... You can buy it in a loaf like this, and then they will send it through a slicer for you. Sourdough, Bavarian rye, country French, Eastern Ethiopian, dark rye, sourdough. Oh man. See, she's cutting one back there for the customer. All these different kinds of baked goods. Muffins. Little bitty pies. Oh, look at that. Wow. Tucson rustic apple cake. All kinds of stuff. Uh-oh. Tammy found all of the cakes and stuff. Did you find something for you? Look at these things, Tammy. Is that weird? Passion fruit mango mousse. Oh. Check out them pies. Cakes. I'm gonna make my way down to the cupcakes. Here's the cupcakes. Red velvet, Italian cream, peanut butter. I'm looking right now, thank you. Birthday cake, mousse. They got your peanut butter chocolate. Oh, did you get that? And they got pineapple upside down cake. They don't really have any like German chocolate or cookies and cream birthday. I might just go down and get me a piece of cake. They don't really have. Look at that big German chocolate cake down there. Wow. I think I'll go down here. There's all kinds of chocolate mousse there. What have we got here? Okay, what's this? Probably, is that what that is? Italian cream. What is this? I can't see, it's backwards. Cupcake birthday, it says. What do we? The carrot cake is really good too. Italian cream cake. Well, not seeing what I really want. Look at all that cheese. Yeah, there's the deli over there. Just all kinds of stuff. Oh. There's all kinds of meats here too, smoked meats. Prosciutto. smoked meats. Here's a deli counter, all kinds of salads and stuff that you could fill up these plastic tins. It's all by weight. Over there's all the hot food. And they got a whole counter here full of soups. All this is hot food already prepared. Like I said, a lot of people stop by here and just pick it up on the way home. They haven't got time to cook. Fast paced of city life, you know. There's all kinds of pizzas and pastas and all kinds of good stuff. It's a great place. You can get lost in here. It's a real crazy place in there. But you can get just about anything you want in there. We got coffee, we got some desserts, I got some seafood. But it's a really great place. Great place. And now we're going to be heading back towards the campground. We had all the fun we could stand up here, right? Yep. We fought the traffic enough. So we're headed back to the campground and to the little city of LaGrange. We just passed Interstate 35, so we're back on Highway 71 again. And so they had the coffee that I wanted, although they've changed the name of it. I got my red fish that I can grill. It's the same kind of dish that I get at Fisherman's Wharf down in Galveston, so it's going to be really great. You grill the red fish and you top it with jumbo lump crab meat in butter, white wine, and lemon sauce. It's really, really good. So I've got that. Checked out the seafood prices. We've got some really good friends down in LaGrange at the RV resort, and I'm going to make a big steam pot, and we're going to dump all kinds of crab in it, and shrimp and corn and potatoes and just all kinds of seafood in it, and we're going to steam it up for our friends. We have a big feast there at the campground. Seafood prices, they're high. Dungeness crab, king crab, queen crab, snow crab, it's all getting pretty high. So, but it's well worth it. Have a lot of good friends down there, so we'll fix up a big steam pot. Don't think I'll come all the way back to Austin for the seafood. I'll probably just get it in Bastrop. There's a big H-E-B there that's got a big seafood counter, so I'll probably just get it there. But we got the things we wanted to get. Sorry about the hump. And so we're going to be headed back. And it's pretty hot today. It's 87 right now. And it's only supposed to get hotter.
Cold this weekend. I've got a cold front coming through Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw on the camera or not, but a plane just came across the highway here. So we're coming up to Austin Bergstrom Airport again. And the planes come right over the top of the highway as they're coming into the airport. So traffic gets a little bit hectic around the airport. So I'm going to cut this off and get through the airport. That's one of the nice things about having the refrigerator freezer here in the truck. We can come into town, buy things like hamburger and bacon and cheesecake and seafood, and put it in the refrigerator here and take it back to the RV. We can also take it out of the truck and put it in the RV. It runs on 12 volts or 110 volts. So if we see a real good deal on a sale on meat or something, we can put it in the refrigerator, the small portable one, and we can move it into the RV if we want. So in these times, when you see a really good deal on food, sometimes you have this little refrigerator, you can go ahead and buy it. When we were around Kroger's down in Galveston, they had buy one, get one free on chicken and things like that. So you could buy a little extra, and a little refrigerator freezer comes in handy. Also, this area just south and west of Austin, we're still on Highway 71. This is where COTA is, Circuit of the Americas Racetrack. So this is one of the roads at Wolf Lane that takes you down to COTA. And this whole area is just really congested with traffic during race time, whether it's Formula One or NASCAR. So there's lots of things going on. You know, you come up to the big city of Austin when we used to live down here, and there's just all kinds of things to do. You know, Broadway plays, just museums, everything that you wanted to do. But we lived out in the country, and so you could leave the big city and go back to the quiet country life. And that's kind of what we like to do too with staying down here in LaGrange. It's a little sleepy town, not much going on.
They got all that we need right there.
But it's got everything that you need. I mean, it's got a nice grocery store. Of course, you always got a Walmart. We got to get around this truck. It's a little bit far to drive. I mean, not terrible, but the sprawling cities really stretch out, and so you got to get quite a ways away from them. Where we used to live, where our house was what, Tammy, about 25 miles?
From Austin?
From Austin?
Yes.
So, you know, it was nice, quiet country. Of course, where we're staying in LaGrange is a little bit farther. But it's nice to be able to come up to the city. Lots of different choices. And right now, like I was saying, coming in, diesel fuel prices is like $2.89. Yeah, you got to fight the traffic. But, oh, it's all worth it in the end. That's what we tell ourselves anyway at the time. So we'll be coming up to Bastrop here pretty soon, and we shot video when we went through there again.
Or at least we thought we did.
At least we thought we did. We went past the Buc-ee's and through Bastrop, and I'm not sure it recorded it. So we'll set it up again, and when we get through Bastrop on the way, check in with you later. Okay, we're coming into Bastrop. Bastrop RV is right there. RV park. Right there on the right. Bastrop is really growing.
Yeah.
Apartments going up all over the place.
They were still building this highway through here when we moved in. 2004.
I don't know if the video came out when we came through Bastrop this morning, so we're shooting it again.
If it did, you will see this.
Like I was saying earlier this morning as we came in to town, sections of Highway 71 here is 75 miles an hour. and you really have to be careful. I mean, people will pull out here on 71 doing 45, 50 miles an hour, and you got these people that are blasting down through here at 80 miles an hour. And it just really, you got to watch it. Here in Bastrop, it's 65 miles an hour, but like I said before, Texans love speed, and they usually drive 10 miles an hour or more above the speed limit. And so you just really have to be careful driving through the cities, as well as when you get out into the country, because people will drive 80 miles an hour down through here. Of course, up there in Austin, where the toll road 130 is, the speed limit on it is, I think, what is it, Tammy?
85 on certain parts of it.
Yeah.
80 on others.
Of course, you know they're doing 90, but yeah, we're coming up to the Buc-ee's here on the left. It's a really big Buc-ee's, and it was really nice when we lived here. We used to go into Buc-ee's all the time for fuel, sandwiches, just all kinds of stuff. We like the barbecue pellets too for the grill. You can get charcoal pellets for a pellet grill there as well as a competition blend that we like. You can see some blue bonnets there in the median, but it's pretty dry around here. Just beyond Buc-ee's here, 71 is where the Bastrop, Texas wildfires happened several years ago.
2011.
I'm sorry?
2011.
2011. And they had closed off 71. I forget now how many acres. It was huge. And that's when we had to evacuate our house when we lived here. And there was 2 big wildfires that were burning. And you can still see remnants of it with dead trees still sticking up. But the same kind of thing's happening again. A lot of downed wood, a lot of dead wood, really dry, and some windy conditions. And let me tell you what, you get a fire started and it'll just quickly get out of hand. So yeah, we're getting ready to leave Bastrop and we're going towards Smithville, another little sleepy town, and then we'll get into LaGrange. So thanks for coming along with us. We appreciate you guys. Hello to the family and our friends and people that subscribe to our channel. And there's a guy doing well, just no-docking on down the road. So thanks for joining us. Seeing some of the sights of Austin. Us wacky old people. And you guys hang in there. Be safe out there. And thanks for joining us.